welcome back. Today I have for you a statue unboxing. This is a particularly awesome one I've been looking forward to since I pre-ordered it last year from Sideshow Collectibles. This is based on Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight, which came out from Christopher Nolan back in 2008. And I remember how blown away we all were by Batman Begins with Christian Bale, who I think did an awesome job playing Batman. And then obviously they started out with not who you expected. It was Ra's al Ghul, which is very cool for the comic book fans of the DC universe and stuff. And then when they introduced the Joker in the second one, nobody knew what to expect. It's that 10 Things I Hate About You guy, Heath Ledger. So nobody knew what to expect. Then the movie came out and it blew everybody away. I remember that as being one of the first IMAX movies that was shot in IMAX. And if you remember like the original bank scene, it's probably the best scene you can show people if you have like a new surround sound system. And the sound design of that whole series and movie was awesome. But then when Joker came on screen, it just blew everyone away with his darker, edgier take, rather than Jack Nicholson back in the original Batmans from the 90s. And, just blown away by his character and what he did with this character, which unfortunately ultimately led, it was the second to last movie that he ever got to film for us. And so he was memorable. They didn't kill him off in the end based on everything happening in real life. But this statue, been looking forward to it very much. I actually have been collecting Batman statues and Joker and other DC related statues before I got into a lot of the Street Fighter and Marvel ones I collected. I think the Batman, the blue one I'm about to show you, is probably one of the first big statues I ever purchased back probably 5-6 years ago before I started getting into collecting. So, but this one, just got it yesterday. I've been very excited to open it. It's basically, you don't see very many movie replications of DC characters. It's mostly based off all the comics, but the fact that they brought Heath Ledger to life with this statue is a very special one. This is when they first capture him, or he lets people capture them, and he gets put in jail, and they're starting to talk about him like he's got nothing in his pockets but knives and lint. And, such a great portrayal of this character where you don't know who the hell he is. You don't know what his motives are until they explain it in the story and Batman meets him and faces off him for the first time. But yeah, gonna get to unboxing this and then do a very up close look at this. It looks like they're using real clothing fabric and everything. So I hope you enjoy this unboxing of the Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. So a quick breakdown of all the parts. This is actually pretty easy to unbox. I've seen a lot of Jokers, especially the Batman Who Laughs. Shout out to my good friend Robert, who got that. He had to put all the chains together, and that took him like an entire day. But as you can tell, this is the back fence. These never come in with instructions or anything, so you kind of got to figure it out, but relatively easy to put them together. Usually you can look at the box and see, how it's facing, but this was number 227 out of 1,000. Very cool base. I believe this is the bottom of it. Yep. So bottom, and then this will be the top of the base, and then background. Now, so not many pieces at all. They pretty much put this together out of the gate. Very cool close-up. This is all fabric right here. So the fabric socks recreated to a T, the pants and everything. The jacket had a little protective pad right here for that. So as you're watching me unbox and put it together, relatively simple. And then we will set this up and I will do a nice little recap of it. But very cool. Some of the hair actually moves just a little bit, so you want to be careful. But they always doing a great job of sculpting over at Sideshow and the amazing artists they work with. I think they had like 8 different artists put this one together. But creepy, just how the Joker is meant to be. You see how he's got these scars. So super cool. Really excited for this one. Not collecting too much more on the DC side of things. I actually have 2 more Batman things to open up, but super cool. They did a great job. This is probably one of my favorite Jokers or portrayals of the Joker. God rest his soul. Heath Ledger did an amazing job. Looking forward to seeing, the future of Batman, how they always recreate it and try different stories, but definitely the greatest DC villain of all time. Just such a great backstory if you really watch it. And Joaquin Phoenix, I think, did an amazing job of that Joker. But that movie, I think a lot of people agree, was incredible to watch, but you can't watch it over and over again like other movies. But that payoff at the very end was incredible with that Joker movie. So, but going back in time, Dark Knight will always be my favorite Batman movie from start to finish. They did just such an amazing job. So let's put this together. Now let's just put this beauty together. It looks actually relatively simple to do. So a lot of these pieces are magnetized, so they stick right in. This looks like it goes in the back. Boom, done. Very cool. I believe this is about 20 inches high right there, so not too high. As always, got to find room. That goes in the front right there. And then you've got the bench that he sits on. Just gonna go, looks like that's the back of it. Nope. Perfect. Goes right in. And then let's put Mr. Heath Ledger right there. Perfect. So this doesn't magnetize to the bench or anything, but boom, right there. I'm loving this one. This is actually super easy to put together. Let's start. So they came with 2 sets of arms. I got the exclusive version. Usually they don't charge much more for the exclusive, but it usually comes with additional parts. So I believe this will be his right hand. This is the clapping version. I will end up showing you both. Oh, that's one on his hand. So he's got the 2. So I like both poses. I think these are great. Oh, I gotta get this right. Yep. So he's got one with the hands on his knees. Let's add the head. Gotta move the fabric just a little bit to get it in there. But yeah, relatively cool. Here's him sitting down. Just grab the fabric. Very cool piece right there. So this one, but obviously we love when he's just clapping at Commissioner Gordon and everybody. So let's add the clap effect. It would be cool if these, could you imagine if this is electronic and it just had a motion? Every time you walked by, I would just clap at you. So very cool. But yeah, and there you go. Extra pieces. I'll put this in my extra pieces. Definitely keep this one out, but let's do a couple close-ups for you. But here's the Heath Ledger Joker, basically put together for you from Sideshow Collectibles. So here it is, Heath Ledger's Joker. Awesome statue. They did an amazing job. Looks super duper realistic. So definitely happy to have this a part of my DC collection. Give you that super close up. But yeah, Sideshow Collectibles, check it out. I believe this goes for $650. I do have a VIP discount through their program. So don't get these for free, unfortunately. Not yet, but trying to work on these reviews to hopefully be able to show you guys, give you my honest opinion on these. But if you're into statue collecting, it's a great hobby. These actually usually hold their value down the road. It's just keep the boxes. You never know when you're going to try to sell them or you need to move. So but they did an amazing job. So always remind me of my favorite movie, Walking By It. And kudos to the team for putting out an awesome representation of Heath Ledger in statue form as Joker. Till next time, guys. Thank you.
You don't have any say in the matter. Commissioner Gordon.